Cliff here, the Rocket Man, video 8. So we're not working on lanterns today. We're not hiking in Canyonlands. We are doing a fluid change on the Mustang, the 15 Mustang. So here we go. I like doing maintenance on cars, so we're doing this one today. Anyway, I made sure the top plug would come out first before I drain it, which it did. And now we're going to drain it. The car is approaching 10 years old, and I've never touched the rear end on this, so I thought it was probably time to change this stuff. There we go. Doesn't smell burnt, smells like gear lube. A little bit of metal on it, but very little. I think that's plenty good right there. Both plugs look really good. Anyway, while we're draining that, I actually went and bought the lube. Yeah, you can see that. It's I bought it from Ford, 75/85 synthetic gear lubricant. A couple quarts of that. And what else here? So this is a posi because it's a GT. So I went and bought this additive, which is called friction modifier for posies. Anyway, and I've got a couple different things rigged up. So you don't want to spill this stuff. This stuff's $33 a quart. Luckily, this thing only holds 2 quarts. Anyway, it's got some red sealant on it. I was thinking about using some Teflon tape, but boy, I don't think I will. That looks like that's going to seal. Anyway, so when you go to the parts store, they generally have 75/90 or 75/140. And I didn't want either one. I wanted exactly what it calls for. I don't race or anything. I just drive this thing occasionally, run it up the canyon, maybe drive it a little hard up the canyon, but it's mainly my vacation car. It's been to California at least 3 times. Was Canyonlands last weekend. So anyway, it's a nice day out. Decided to jack this thing up, change a few fluids in it while we're at it. Other than that, and the nice thing about it, I got information out of the owner's manual, because the internet tells you all kinds of different things. So it actually says here what to use in it. Of course, this is just a little tag. It ain't gonna last long, but for some reason it's lasted 10 years on this cover. It even says 75W85 premium synthetic lube. Now it's a little windy, so I am not going to let it drain till it drips, otherwise it's going to blow all over the garage. Clean that up. Tighten that sucker back up. There it is, but I've done the coolant here last fall a couple times. I actually changed it out a couple times because you can't get it all in one shot. Okay, now we're going in with the friction modifier first, because we need to use the whole bottle of that. So here we go. Hopefully I can keep the hose on there. This stuff's only about $14 a bottle, so it's not as bad as the lube. So we'll put the whole bottle of that in there. Gotta squeeze it without pushing the hose off the end of it. Otherwise, we're just going to have a mess on the floor. It's a little bit more difficult to do on the garage floor, but I only got a 7-foot ceiling, so a hoist is absolutely out of the question here. But at least I got a garage. For quite a few years I just worked outside on this stuff. Okay, so that finishes that stuff off. Now we go to the lube, regular gear lube. Now it says, I believe 1.5 quarts. I can't remember the exact number, but we'll know when it's full. Anyway, you got to buy 2 quarts of this stuff, and I'm glad it's not really cold. I've tried to do this with 90 weight on a cold day, you know, I never got it in the differential. And I've got I just have this hose clamped onto the end of the nozzle here, and the other one I've got a different kind of deal. We'll see how that works. It's probably made more for this. One thing about it is I'm not going to get this every bit out of this, so I'm going to quit right there. Yeah, I probably only got 2/3 of it. I think in between the two of them I'll get the, whoops, there it is. I hit you, I think. Yeah, we're still in the right position there. Okay. So this other one here, I got a different kind of deal. I've used this too. This works pretty good, and they're not that bad, not that expensive. You just go to your local parts store. They have one of these. You just screw this hose onto the end of it like that. Okay, it's got a clear hose, and then you rotate this to on, and I'm going to go over the top of the stabilizer bar, try to keep this as high as possible, squeeze that in there. Uh-oh, I did something wrong here. That, or I'm not, oh, I'm not all the way off. I'm on, it's shut off. No wonder why I can't get any oil out of this thing. Okay, so there is on. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, this actually works better than the hose. Okay, now I'm going to pull it out because I do not want to overfill it. Let's put a little bit more in it. This stuff's like gold. I never paid $33 for a quart of anything. Okay, now I don't want to keep filling this up. It's full, so I'm just going to use my finger. I would say that's full, but I'm going to check it with something else here. I'll be right back here. Okay, I'm back. I just got a piece of baling wire. I'm going to stick down in there, make for sure this thing's full. And it is not. Okay, it says needs more. Okay. Turn that to the on position. Don't kink the hose now, so that little thing works much better than the other one. Oops, there goes that liquid gold right there. Try it again. I don't know if this is helping anybody else, but nope, still not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go back to the first bottle, because it's got more in it. That, or I'll just add both bottles together. It should be just like 1.5 quarts, and I don't know if that even, when they tell you how much the owner's manual tells you how much, I don't even know if that's with or without the friction modifier. So, but anyway, let's just do this instead. Fill it up. Anyway, I'm kind of a maintenance guy. I don't really care to work on cars anymore. You know, like engine swaps and clutches and stuff. I don't care to do that anymore, but I like this old maintenance stuff. It's good to take care of your car. Take care of your car will take care of you. I haven't been left on the side of the road too many times because of cars. See something wrong with them, you fix it. Do a little maintenance on them. They generally will get you from point A to point B. Okay, now I have filled both bottles. Taken the one bottle, filled it up in the other, filled the other bottle up. We'll check this again. Okay, that's, by God, we got to be getting close here. Try that out. Oh, it's getting close there. Just a tad bit more. Now I am leaning just a little bit forward. I had to jack the back of the car up, so. Okay, well, I hope we're getting close because we're about out of lube. We have not managed to make a mess of it yet. Oops, light went down on me. Okay, I think we're gotta be getting close here. Anyway, this is kind of fun stuff. Okay. Yeah, it's probably, I'm going to wipe that off and check that again. It's kind of an important deal here. Okay, if we stick the wire in there 1/4 inch, we're getting about 1/4 inch of lube. This, well, maybe just a little bit more. Maybe sticking a little further than that. But there's always the finger trick too. You can stick your finger in there and see if you pull out a little glob of lube. That looks pretty good, but I got enough of this stuff. I wouldn't mind having it pretty close to full. Back over the stabilizer bar. Let's try to put just a tad bit more in it. We might not be able to do it. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, now it's really running out of there. Okay, get that out of the way. There ain't enough to do much else with it. I guess unless you want to put it in a lawnmower or something, but probably a little thick for a lawnmower. Okay, now we'll do the wire trick one more time. Can't really tell. My light turned on me. Okay, that says it's full. Yep, that's good. Okay. In goes the plug. Try not to drop it in the oil, otherwise you're going to be digging it out and your hands are going to smell like gear lube for the rest of the day. You guys that know what gear lube smells like, it doesn't smell very good. Okay. Clean that up. Bottom one's already tight. Screw that in by hand. And we'll have a differential service done for I don't know how many more years. I don't put a lot of miles on it. It was getting a little dark. Okay, compared to the new stuff, there it is. We're done. That's it. Cliff out.